Greetings from Chicagoland. This is Munira, the CEO and founder of Kismet Ventures, Inc. I am a John Maxwell certified coach, trainer, challenger, and influencer. I am on a prowl these days to find people who are adding value to others. And I have a segment on this on YouTube. It's called Munira's Musings. So if those people who are watching can please subscribe and like and share the videos, I'd really appreciate it. So my guest today is Trina Sette from San Diego, California. Yay, I like that place. Hi, Trina.
Hi. Hi, how are you?
I'm good. Thank you so much for doing this with me and coming on my segment to be interviewed.
So thank you so much for having me. I'm very excited to get to talk with you.
Thank you. Thank you. Well, Trina, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Oh my goodness. Well, I am a grandma. I have a wonderful 4-year-old grandson who is the love of my life. I have, one daughter, and I live in San Diego. I am a certified Jack Canfield trainer, and I have been a professional accountability partner for about last 8 years. So I love to sing karaoke. That's kind of my little thing that I do for downtime to get my little escape, but that's what I do.
So what is an accountability coach?
So an accountability coach is basically someone who keeps you on track with your goals. It's what is it that you're wanting to get done? Anything from cleaning out the garage to writing a book to, making a success out of a network marketing company, whatever it is that you want to get done. If you had an accountability partner, someone daily who kept you on track, you're 81% more likely to get the goals done that you want to get done.
Okay, so what do you do so if you're an accountability coach, what do you do to keep people accountable? And do you work with them? Do you call them? What is it that you do?
What I provide is daily accountability calls. So if you were to have a goal of, say, you started a network marketing company, say you were going to sell something for a company. Usually within the first 30 days, that's when they really want you to go out and do something and accomplish something within that first 30 days, kind of to get your motivation going and get you excited about it. And they say, host a party or, attend a sales conference, something. So you would have daily goals to get to that point. And what happens usually is people go to a meeting, they get all excited, they think, hey, I can sell this stuff. Look at those people up there on the stage. They're making money. I can make money. We leave there and we're super pumped up and super excited. And we signed off that said we were going to, do all this stuff. And we go home and we start calling our friends, and all of a sudden they're like, you're what? What are you doing? No, I don't think so, And you start to step back a little bit and you start to feel like maybe you made a mistake or maybe you're not that good at it. And you would, for the most part, people sign up with the best of intentions and they just really don't have that accountability, or when the going gets rough, they quit. And so by having a daily accountability partner, you would say, hey, Trina, this is my goal. I want to have 10 clients, by the end of the month. And so to do that, I need to talk to 15 people a day. I need to spend half an hour on Facebook marketing. I need to, order some magnets for my car, whatever it is. You would have a list of things that you would want to get done. And then I would call you Monday and say, okay, these are your goals. Which ones did you do? And you're like, okay, I did this and this. And then it's like, okay, what are your goals for tomorrow? And you would give me your list. And then I would call you the next day and the next day. It's kind of like a reminder, because sometimes, do you ever just wake up in the morning and totally forget that you had plans the night before and what you were going to do?
Of course.
It
happens to a lot
all the time.
Yes.
All the time. Imagine if you had a daily reminder and it's a real person. Let me tell you, I signed up for this weight loss app on my phone. I'm like, oh, it's a daily accountability thing, and they're going to tell me what to do every day. And there's actually someone on the other end, but they're texting me or they're putting notes into a folder. Well, you have to open the app for it to work. About day 4, I realized, oh my gosh, I haven't even opened up this app. I'm not doing anything on there for this weight loss thing. I canceled it. It doesn't matter. It's not like it's a real person. With me, it's a real person. And it's like, you signed up and said you wanted to do this. I'm calling you every day, whether you answer or not. I'm like, did you do it? Did you do it? Did you do it? It will keep you on track.
So
it's really genius.
It is genius, but let me ask you this. Do you have people who get annoyed with your calls because you're calling them every day?
No, because the people that, well, let me rephrase that. Sometimes what happens is if you set a goal and the goal is too big and you're not getting it done, now you feel like you're in trouble. Like you're like, I didn't do this and she's going to be mad at me. I'm actually not going to be mad at you. Those are your thoughts in your head and how you think that I'm going to react. And so what my only goal is to help you achieve your goals. So if your goal is to reach out to 10 people and you've never reached out to more than 2 in a day, 10 is a huge stretch. So why don't we go with 5? And you can, then that's a little stretch. That seems more doable than going from 2 to 10, right? Once you get 10, you could do 20. Once you do 20, you could do 100, but you have to start at something that works for you. And so when you ask me that question, do people get frustrated with the daily calls? It hasn't happened in my situation because I'm working with people that want to get something done and it's important to them. If somebody didn't care about it, that might be the case. But if you didn't care about it, you wouldn't be paying somebody $100 a month to remind you to do it, right?
So I'm being a devil's advocate here, right? So why would they pay you when they can put a reminder on their phones? Everybody else has a smartphone these days.
Yes, exactly. The thing is with the smartphone is you have no accountability to anyone but yourself. And yourself will find an excuse or a reason why you can't do it. When there's an actual live person on the other end, you tend to be more inclined to get this stuff done. And so I learned this all from trial and error. Last year, I got an accountability partner who called me every day. And let me just back up a little bit. The year before, I had signed up to do a Train the Trainer online course with Jack Canfield. I did 3 modules. And then I got busy. I had to move and find a place for 5 people with 3 dogs. And it was very stressful. And I completely put my whole training program on the back burner. About 9 months later, I attended Breakthrough to Success in Philadelphia. And when we left there, Jack Canfield said, you need to have an accountability partner. Well, I was sharing a room with a girl. And she would call me every day. And I would call her back and forth, 5-minute call. And we would have all these plans. And once I had that partner, within 2 months, I completely finished the entire training module and became a certified trainer with Jack Canfield. I also launched I also went to the live training, which was a 7-month program. I also wrote a book. I also started filming a documentary called Confessions of a Weight Loss Consultant. And then I've also started this business as a professional accountability partner because I had a person on the other end of the line that I was responsible to. And I did not want to tell her I didn't do my stuff. That's it. Before there was no one else. There was only me. So if I didn't do it, nobody knows but me.
We hear about the fact that you have to have an accountability partner every time. Everybody tells you, find an accountability partner. And we never understand, most people don't understand the value that this accountability partner brings in. That's why, I'm just being a devil's advocate. But the thing is, yes, you're right. Like it's, and I'll tell you, the accountability partner for me is I have a husband who gets medications. And we do the refills, and Walgreens sends me a text message, a email, and a daily phone call. Your medications haven't been picked up. Your medications haven't been picked up, and it's pretty annoying. It is annoying. Mm-hmm. But the fact is that we all get busy with our lives, but we have to get to the pharmacy to pick up the medications.
Exactly.
So that is a same accountability thing where nobody else reminds you if you're not in control of your health. But right now, so health is another thing, and you also kind of alluded to the fact that everything that we do needs an accountability partner. Like you said, clean out the garage or clean out your pantry, whatever it is that you need to do. If you set a goal, make sure that you accomplish it. But if you tell it to somebody, then somebody can hold you accountable for it and say, hey, you said you were going to do this. And in a funny sort of way, we do it. Like we tell our kids or we tell our sisters and brothers, hey, this is what my plan is for the weekend. I'm going to pull the weeds. And they ask you, I thought you were going to pull the weeds. And then we say, it's hot today. I'm not going to do it today. Right. So, but the thing is, now that you've spoken it, like you said, you have to make it happen because you don't want to tell that person that I didn't finish it. Now, there are reasons where you cannot finish it. There's some, very legit reasons that happen and you can't complete your goal. But these accountability partners, I didn't even know that was a thing. But, thank you for sharing that because it's an awesome thing. Now, I see you're wearing your T-shirt and it says, go, hang on, I need to put my glasses on. It says, go for gold. Sorry. But this is what happens when you reach a certain age, you need glasses.
Right?
Yeah, so go for goals. So tell me what go for goals means.
Go for goals. It's one of those inspired names that just came to me. It was get up and go for your goals. Like you would go for gold, like a gold medal or something, and get shit done. That's my hashtag is get shit done.
Okay.
And so then it's very important to me that people can get the stuff done that they want to get done.
Okay. And is this the name of your company?
Yes, it's Go for Goals Accountability Partners.
Okay.
And it's hashtag Get Shit Done. That's the name of my company.
That's awesome. So so you said you have been an accountability partner for 8 years.
Yes, I have accountability partner for 8 years. Yes.
And so you've been doing this, but now you're transitioning into your own business.
Yes, because I've been in a niche market where I've only been working with certain clients, and really this needs to be made available to everyone. To have that monthly or that regular check-in call is fantastic for people that are trying to do like one or two things, but to have this and be able to be out here and help people on a daily basis is just incredible, because there's people that need to get things. So here's a little side story. I have started myself 9 network marketing companies. I was going to sell Mary Kay. I was going to sell Herbalife. I was going to sell, you name it. I had big, big, big dreams. I was going to start this own company on the people that were doing these things. And I'm like, I can do that. I can do that. But slowly, what happens is when you have a goal like that, is if I don't do it, it's not the end of the world. It's not like I'm going to be homeless. I have a job. I'm making money. So this would be something that would be a stretch for me, and it could actually literally change my life. And there's more millionaires made from network marketing than any other business out there. But for some reason, I had all these excuses and reasons I couldn't. Well, I don't know enough people. The market is saturated. I don't have a good upline. I don't have a good downline. My downline doesn't listen to me. Nobody's doing what they're supposed to be doing. And if I would have had an accountability partner, somebody every day that was calling and kept me on track, oh my gosh, I can't even imagine where I would be right now with any of those marketing companies. So it's just an amazing thing. And I think what I try to do is I try to have people help me from where I was. I want somebody to come in and step in and help me in that way, so that I can help it's kind of like more of a give back. I'm giving back. I'm giving back to people who are wanting to reach out and stretch, stretch themselves and do more. I wish that I would have had this opportunity when I was doing these businesses. I wish I would have been able to pay somebody to help me. This was just a concept. It hadn't even been born yet.
So you've said so many things. It's like, your success depends on your success depends on somebody being an accountability partner, right? And because of
Yes.
that, because of somebody holding you accountable every single day, you've been able to grow. And if you would have been able to grow the network marketing businesses. And
yeah, I'm having trouble hearing. So I don't know why it's so.
Okay,
ask me that question again.
So I said, network marketing is something that you said makes a lot of millionaires, right? And people are making a lot of money. And would you start, now that you are in the business of having an accountability partner, would you start thinking about those businesses again?
Oh, would I want to start doing, would I want to myself go back and do that?
Yes.
Oh, no. I mean, I totally could. Now I know what I would need to do, but now I want to just help other people. I think there's a lot of single moms out there. The draw with network marketing or owning your own business is that you can work from home and raise other people up. I have the opportunity, like I'm still doing a network marketing company. I'm not really active in it. If I wanted to, I can say, okay, this is what I'm going to do. I can take all this training and I can go and I can build a team and I can just, but then I would just be helping just me, just these people on my team. And I don't want to do that. I want to help everyone. I want to help real estate agents. I want to be their daily person that calls them and reminds them to go look at 5 houses and make 5 calls, and do their 5 things a day. I want to help authors, with their writing of their books. And having somebody call and check in on you, I think that I don't really have a niche market. What I have is a whole world out there that needs to understand how amazing it is to have an accountability partner. And I get my joy, I feel like my life purpose is to use, my communication skills and my humor to inspire and empower people to be their better, truer selves. It could be that what you need an accountability partner with is have you ever been to I know you have, you're a trainer with John Maxwell, so you know how you go to the training and while you're completing the course. If you would have had an accountability partner every day reminding you, I don't know how long it took you to get, your certification, but a lot faster if you had an accountability partner reminding you to get your stuff done on a daily basis. You would, it works better. Wouldn't it? A lot of people quit because they don't have an accountability partner.
No, and you're right, because, I'm for one, you talk about diet, you talk about daily chores, you talk about exercise, you talk about, listening to the lessons that are given to you or reading the books. And if you don't have an accountability partner, it's a slow process for me, because it's not hard for me to get off the bandwagon, if you will. So it's not, it's easy not to make excuses. Oh, not today, I can do this tomorrow. It's not, oh, I haven't had time to go to the grocery to get my avocado, so I'm not going to have the fat content today, So it's easy for us not to do it, right? And I appreciate the fact. Now, the one more question that I have for you is, do you, as an accountability partner, have an accountability partner for yourself?
Yes. In fact, I just got off the phone with her. She calls me every morning at 7 a.m. And I actually met her at Breakthrough to Success last year, and she has been my accountability partner since April of 2017. And so with all of these things that we've got, every day we start off our calls is with gratitude. I'm so grateful to Lisa. Without her, I just wouldn't be sitting here right now even having this interview with you. She is, the things that she's getting done in her life also because we have each other, is just incredible. She started a school for First Nations up in Canada, and she teaches the success principles, and she's helping these children, you know, have more balance in their life and a sense of purpose. And it's amazing. A year ago, our goals were, okay, we're going to get up, and number two, we're going to save the world. And then we were like, my God, I didn't do it. I didn't save the world. I didn't save the world, you know? So we started breaking it down into, well, what do we need to do to accomplish our goals? And first thing we needed to do is we needed to be grateful. So we started off with gratitude journals. So our number one goal for the day was to write in our gratitude journal. Our number two goal was to say our affirmations. I'm so happy and grateful that I've now launched my own business, Go for Goals, right? The third thing we needed to do was like a meditation, some sort of deep breathing and like planning our visualization of our day. And then it would be, let's do an hour of Jack Canfield's Train the Trainer course. And then the other thing we're going to do is we're going to do one sheet of homework. And once we started breaking it down like that, they say if you take an axe to the biggest tree in the forest and you whack 5 times a day, eventually it's going to fall. And what happened is, because we had these little goals and then we were getting it done every day, now it's a year later, and she was just given a big grant to train these First Nations up in Canada, and she's got her thing going on. I've written the book and I've launched this business, and you know, life is happening because we took action. And that's the thing, to take action is uncomfortable, and you only need to be uncomfortable for a couple of minutes before it becomes comfortable. But what happens is as soon as we get uncomfortable, we stop doing what we're doing. I'll show you something. This is something I learned from Jack Canfield. You take your hands and you put them together like this. Most people do the same thing. Go ahead and do it. And tell me which thumb's on top.
The
when
right.
you look down at your hand. The left or thumb or the right?
Right.
The right. Take your hands apart. Shake them. Now put them back together. Do that. Put them back together. What thumb's on top?
Right.
Okay. Now take them apart. Rotate all your fingers and put them back together so that that thumb's not on top anymore. How does that feel?
A little weird. Not comfortable.
Yeah. What do you want to do?
Move it so that the right one is on top.
Yeah, you know why? So that's because this is uncomfortable. But if you would hold your hands here for 3 or 4 minutes, it would actually become comfortable and it's fine. The problem is that we just want to go right back to being uncomfortable. And if we would just stay here for a couple of minutes, this would start to become comfortable. And that's what we need to do. We need to take action, and we need to get comfortable being uncomfortable. And to do that, we need an accountability partner. We need somebody there saying, just you can do it. You can do it. You got this.
And that's an awesome concept. You know, I love the fact that you've taken this and run with it as a business, because it is the most amazing thing that you can do for people. Because, you know, there's so many people who need accountability, so many. It's not only coaches and trainers, but there are people in their daily lives, people who need to do homework. I mean, you know, and when I get on the computer, I have a task that I have to finish. But the minute I get on Facebook, it's like 45 minutes are gone, right? Because you are so curious about what everyone else is doing. Yeah. And so I have to literally time myself that when I go on the computer doing my Facebook, then after 20 minutes, I'm done. Whatever it is, I'm done. But you get notifications on your phone as well. And it's like, don't call me, people. Now, so you have to stretch yourself, like you said, be uncomfortable and stretch yourself so that the uncomfortable becomes comfortable, and then you can stretch yourself again. That's how exercise works, right? You have to stretch those muscles. And so I appreciate what you are doing. I really do appreciate what you're doing. And we can, you know, there's a possibility of
working
together. And thank you so much for taking the time and coming on my interview. I really appreciate it. I love your enthusiasm and your, you know, Go for Goals. That's an awesome name, and appreciate that really, because it is you know,
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me. This has been just a lovely conversation. I've enjoyed talking with you.
but I think and the last thing I want to say is maybe some people who may not use you or anything, but they may use this concept of becoming an accountability partner in somebody else's life. And you've just given
Uh-huh.
ideas, you've given me ideas that added value to my life,
Yes.
to how I can use this concept and
Yes.
create an offering for people that are following me. So thank you so much for that. I appreciate that.
You are so welcome. You're welcome.
For those people who are watching, please subscribe and share the channel, the YouTube video, and subscribe to my channel. I would love to have you as a follower. And, it's awesome that we're adding value to other people like Trina Sette and others that are on my channel that are instilling values all the time to other people. And I really appreciate you in my life. Thank you.